Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com.
Hi everyone, it's Ro and Ray here. It is Season 2, Episode 79 of the podcast. As always, our dearly beloved patrons are supporting this podcast. We're raising money to keep our community running, keep the lights on, keep the bills paid, and your patronage is part of the way that we do that. If you're interested, you can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast and support us there.
And another way that you can support us is by rating or reviewing us on iTunes, sharing the podcast in some other way on Instagram or Facebook, or you can like or subscribe on YouTube, which is another great way to support us. Or you can share it with your friends and your families and your uncles and your cousins and your nieces and your nephews.
When you support this little podcast, it really helps us because it helps us to know that you appreciate what we're doing, putting this out into the world. And that it's worth doing, that it's seen and heard, and that someone's out there.
You're with us.
Hello out there.
You're with us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Today's episode is Lectio Divina on Isaiah 46, verses 5 and then 8 to 13 with Neil. So the meditation will have 3 parts. First, Neil will offer some exercises to help you find a quiet space in your heart that's a little bit separate from the rest of your day. A new place to meditate from, a new place to consider from, something that's a little easier and more quiet. And then second, he will guide you through the verses with plenty of space for your own contemplation, maybe some questions.
Third of all, we recommend that you spend a bit of time processing your meditation. So if you've been meditating with others, perhaps pass a talking stick or an object around the circle, and as each person has the stick, they have the opportunity to share a little bit from their experience of the meditation, and everyone else is listening well as each person shares. Or if you're on your own, you might like to do some writing in a journal or a drawing, make a little voice recording. It might just be, this is the word that stood out to me today, or this is something I want to remember or to meditate on more or take with me into the rest of my day.
Exactly. Let's begin.
Find a comfortable position, something that you can hold for a while, and I invite you to close your eyes and just begin to bring your focus to your breath. Just breathing normally and comfortably. What does it feel like to breathe in your body right now? Perhaps notice the sensations of the air as it moves in through your nose or your mouth. Fills up your lungs. And as you breathe out again, it's perhaps something that we don't notice all that much during our day, our breath. Let's take a moment now to notice. If we take a series of shallow breaths, and then take a few deeper breaths, filling up your lungs. Notice how that changes the way you feel in your body. And as you breathe, begin to expand your awareness to the rest of your body. The feeling of the air on your skin, or the warmth where you sit. How does it feel to be in your body right now? Maybe there's some aches and pains as well. And if you'd like to stretch or breathe into those aches or pains, then feel free. You don't want to be uncomfortable. Now let's bring our awareness from inside our bodies to outside of our bodies, to the sounds around us. And while there is one dominant sound, perhaps you can hear other sounds as well. Begin to explore, what is it that you can hear? The purpose of these exercises is to make a clear mind and a clear heart. We focus on our bodies, our breath, we focus on the sounds around us, to kind of push out the other thoughts of the day or the other feelings. Maybe you've got a plan for today, a to-do list, or perhaps things have already happened that are on your mind or that are on your heart. Or maybe there's things in the future, things in the distant past, thoughts and feelings of our day or of our life. that might want to come in and distract us from this meditation. Well, while that's okay, we can use these sounds and these sensations as kind of like signposts. If our thoughts distract us and send us away from this time, we can come back to these sounds, we can come back to our breath and rejoin the meditation. And for something else to help us focus, let's imagine as we sit with our eyes closed, that all around us is light. Nothing but light around us. We are completely surrounded by light. And this light is the light of God. One of Jesus' disciples said, God is light, in him there is no darkness. So imagine you are surrounded by this light. And as you breathe, if it feels good to you, you can begin to breathe in this light. John also said that God is love. So perhaps as you breathe in the love of God. And you can begin to breathe out fear, breathe out shame, breathe out anxiety, and let the love and light of God replace those things in you. For we are very much loved by God. As you breathe in this light, in this love, slowly you can imagine your body begin to glow. Begin to shine like the light that's around you. Breathing out fear, breathing out shame, breathing out anxiety. Yes. Let the light shine within you, if it feels good for you. And as we sit in this light and in this love, presence of God around us, within us, let us now move to listening to the words of God. For this first reading, just allow the words to unfold before you. Take notice if there's any imagery or poetry or anything of interest that comes up for you. Perhaps you've heard these words before, or perhaps this is the first time. But let's treat them as if it is the first time you've heard them. So, take note of what comes up for you. Any questions or any emotions that might come on. How do these words make you feel? From the book of Isaiah, chapter 46. God said, "To whom will you compare me or count me equal? To whom will you liken me that we may be compared? Remember this. Fix it in your mind. Take it to heart, you rebels. Remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is no one like me. I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. From the east I summon a bird of prey. From a far-off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that I will bring about. What I have planned, that I will do. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, you who are far from righteousness. I am bringing my righteousness near. It is not far away, and my salvation will not be delayed. What did you see as you heard these words? How did they make you feel? Was there anything that stood out? Anything that you liked, or anything that was jarring, or made you uncomfortable? Any questions that you had, or things that were not understood? Perhaps some things that brought joy. Now, for the second reading, begin to explore these questions, or why these thoughts or emotions came up for you. Maybe you'd like to play with the words, dig deeper into the meaning. God said, "To whom will you compare me or count me equal? To whom will you liken me that we may be compared? To whom will you compare me or count me equal? To whom will you liken me that we may be compared?" Remember this. Fix it in your mind. Take it to heart, you rebels. Remember the former things, things of long ago. Remember this. Fix it in your hearts. Take it to heart, you rebels. Remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is no one like me. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is no one like me. I make known the end from the beginning. From ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. From the east I summon a bird of prey. From a far-off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that I will bring about. What I have planned, that I will do. From the east I summon a bird of prey. From a far-off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that I will bring about. What I have planned, that I will do. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, you who are far from righteousness. I am bringing my righteousness near. It is not far away. And my salvation will not be delayed. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, you who are far from righteousness. I am bringing my righteousness near. It is not far away. My salvation will not be delayed. As you meditate, as you contemplate these words, I hope there are some things that have come up. For the final reading, I encourage you to focus in on how these words might touch your life. As we sit in the presence of God, listening to the words of God, what is it that maybe God is wanting to tell you right now? Or what is it that you might take away? God said, "To whom will you compare me or count me equal? To whom will you liken me that we may be compared?" Remember this. Fix it in your mind. Take it to heart, you rebels. Remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is no one like me. I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. From the east, I summon a bird of prey from a far-off land I'm meant to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that I will bring about. What I have planned, that I will do. Whoa. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, you who are far from righteousness. I am bringing my righteousness near. It is not far away, and my salvation will not be delayed. What is it that you would like to take away from this meditation? Is there something that God has spoken to you? Or is there something from yourself that you need to remember, or change, or do something about? Whatever it might be, hold it in your mind for a few moments. And as this part of the meditation comes to an end, you might like to offer up a prayer of thanks, prayer of gratitude for what it is that has come to you from this meditation. Perhaps it's something simple, perhaps it's something profound, or somewhere in between, or both. Be grateful, be thankful. And so, as we come right to the end, come back to your breath. Feel the sensation of breathing. Come back to your body. Maybe you want to wriggle your toes. Stretch a little bit. Let's take a few deeper breaths. And as you exhale, become aware of the people around you. As you exhale some more, become aware of the sounds. And in your own time, as a sign of rejoining the circle, let's open our eyes. We'll move on to the sharing circle.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.